Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you have been here before and if you are new here, hi, hello. My name is Carrie. I make videos about living here on our homestead, little farmhouse on a plot of land here in New Zealand. I also make videos about gardening, about women's wellness, healthy habits, self-care, all sorts of videos like that. And today's video, we're switching it up from the homestead vlogs and we're gonna do a sit down video. I used to do videos like this every single week and I missed this type of video. So this week I want to be talking about transitioning into a new season. In the Northern Hemisphere, we are moving into the chillier months, which means cozier weather and just really like kind of cocooning into our homes. And in the Southern Hemisphere, we're moving into warmer weather, which means expanding our wings a little bit, moving outside of the home, doing more outdoor stuff. But with this change of season means so much change and transition that we can do within our own space, within our mind, within our body, within our environment, within our soul. So today I want to share with you 5 ways I am getting myself prepared to be comfortable in the new season. And these are 5 things that you can do today to get yourself prepared for a new season. The first thing I would recommend to do, and this is for any change in life, and that is to reflect on last season and see, how did you grow? What would you change? What traditions do you want to bring with you? What did you do that you loved that you want to make sure you do again in this new season? How do you want to evolve in this season? Maybe you didn't spend enough time with family this last season and you want to change that coming into this new season. Or friends, maybe you didn't spend enough time with friends. Maybe you didn't do enough focusing on yourself and that's what you want to change coming into this new season. And I think a really great way to go about this is to journal it. You could write a list, 2 different lists, one that said what worked for me and another list that says what didn't. And you could just go down and write, I loved that I went to the beach a lot this summer with friends. I want to make sure as we move into these colder months, let's say if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, then you want to do more board game nights with friends or series binging with friends and creating that community, whether it be at your house or apartment or at someone else's, and coming up with ideas to make sure that you continue doing that. Because putting it down on paper and really looking and reflecting on what worked and what didn't and how you'd like to change and evolve or grow is a really great way to make sure that that changes for you in your life and as you come into this new season. Number 2 is probably my favorite, and that is to rearrange your space to reflect the new season. And this one can include lots of different elements. So this one could be home decor. It could have to do with your closet and style. It could have to do with decluttering, making your inner space during the colder months feel like lighter. It could be, if you're coming into the warmer months, transitioning yourself outdoors and working on the garden. So when it comes to creating a space that reflects this new season, you can have like pumpkins on your front door if you're coming into autumn. You can bring some pumpkin spice and have it near where you make your lattes in the morning. And these are just like little things depending on what your style is in your home. Chunkier blankets on the couch or bedding. Bedding is a huge thing if you're transitioning into a new season, really thinking about, okay, it's getting warmer outside, so I'm gonna do a lighter linen, or it's getting colder, so I'm gonna do chunky blankets, big duvet. One of my favorite ways to rearrange my space for a new season is to go to my closet, take a look at it, and really think about how I can make sort of a capsule wardrobe situation. But my capsule wardrobe has a lot more pieces than the traditional, like original capsule wardrobe has. But I do love having the pieces that I'm going to be pulling from the most right at the forefront and really like shifting and moving around pieces that I won't be pulling from as much. So I'll take big coats out of my closet, like puffs and things like that if I'm moving into the spring, and I'll move them into another closet. And then I'll get my colorful, lighter pieces that just kind of like bring me joy, make me happy, that I feel comfortable in, and putting them at the forefront. And then if I'm moving into autumn, then I'll get like my chunky sweaters and my favorite boots, and I'll put those at the forefront. And then I'll move my summer stuff to a different closet. So this is something that's really beneficial for me. It brings me a lot of joy because it also makes life easier, because we all get dressed every day. And so it's nice to just have pieces that you love right there that really reflect the new season. Number 3, of course, I'm going to be talking about refreshing the garden. Whichever season you're coming into, there are definitely things that you can, 1, grow, and 2, do to your garden to make sure that it's ready for a new season. Obviously, if you're coming into spring, you're going to be planting new seedlings, and you're really going to kind of be starting anew. When you start a new garden for the spring, it's kind of like you've set yourself back a little bit, because you're really starting to redo your garden. So you're gonna pull out all of those things that have died over the winter, and you're replanting. So it might actually take quite a while for you to have your abundance back in the summer. If you're moving into autumn, you're actually in a really cool place because you're harvesting a lot. End of summer, you're gonna have a lot of crops. So you can go in and you can preserve those things. If you have any fruit trees or anything like that, like we do, this is the time of year where you're harvesting everything, learning how to preserve it, figuring it all out, giving fruits and veggies to friends, because at the end of the summer, we just have so much abundance, and it's such a beautiful time to really look at what really thrived for you and what you definitely want to bring with you into this new season of growing. And if you have like cabbage or lettuce that's normally thriving and doing so well through the winter, I love planting lettuce, cabbage, and just making sure that those like beautiful like broccoli, things like that that just do really well in the winter are planted and ready to go. The garden is such a beautiful reflection of a change of season. As we move into the warmer months here in New Zealand, I will definitely be in the garden much more than I have been for the last like 4 to 5 months or so here. So let me know what you guys want to see when I'm in the garden, any tips or trick videos or anything like that. I'd be happy to share them and would love to know what you guys want to see. Number 4 is to prepare foods and meals to reflect that new season. I really like to look on Pinterest and just like online on Instagram, I'll save things that are in season that feel and reflect a lot like this time of the year. So if you're coming into colder months, more stews and soups and like potatoes, heartier meals like that. And then if you're moving into warmer months, you know, your fresh tomato, cucumber, feta, just things that are lighter, lemonades, juices, and just like the wonderful fresh veg that comes with the summertime. You know, obviously local produce that's in season is going to taste the best. It's also the best for our planet, because when we're shipping things across the planet just due to a different area of the world having something that we want that's in season, there's a lot of fossil fuels that come into that import, and just being able to eat local the best we can, like going to the farmer's market or growing your own food yourself, that is gonna be 1, the best tasting food, and 2, the best for our planet. And it also brings with you like that inspiration. It's the same thing as like when I rearrange my wardrobe, I also really like getting inspiration to cook specific things in this new season, because especially when it's cold outside, like the best thing to do is just like come inside, have cozy meals, cooking inside during the autumn and winter months and having stews, and it's just cozy. Cooking is cozy. And so that is really something that I like to tune into and to do and to really focus on. Within that journal where you talked about at the beginning, all the things that worked and didn't work for you, maybe on the next page, just have some cozy meal inspiration or some summer meal inspiration that you want to try. And number 5, plant your seeds of intention. And I wanted to say plant your seeds because I am coming into the spring, so I'm planting lots of seeds right now. But whatever season you're coming into, go with intention, go with purpose. Because this the change of season is a refresh, you know? I love doing like reset routines where every week on the weekend I like refresh my space. And there is nothing more refreshing than an entirely new season. You know, we talk about seasons in life, right? I'm in this era of life or this season of life, things are changing. There's no better time to like reflect that because we are part of nature. We are part of this transition. We are part of this change in the season. So making sure that we adapt to that and do our own rituals that reflect that is really going to, again, make us feel so much more connected to the now, which then will plant the seed of joy and remind us that we're part of all of this and that we can have our own rituals and practices that help us move through the season and the year. In any videos you'd like to see from me in general, I'm really feeling like I'm transitioning and changing into a new season of doing more videos like this because I quite miss them and I kind of just listen to my heart and where I'm feeling called. This is the format that I've done for a really long time, and I've been doing more vlog content on the homestead, which I'm not gonna stop, but if you'd like to see more videos like this one, let me know in the comments below and let me know if there's something in particular you'd like to see in this format. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you want more in the meantime, definitely check out Soul Sugar Podcast. It is the podcast I host with my husband, Alex, and we post a new episode every single week. We talk about different stuff every week. We do a lot of advice podcasts where we answer questions or scenarios that listeners have sent in, or we talk about a certain topic. So I hope that you guys are enjoying that if you're listening to that, and if you aren't, then definitely check it out if you would like to. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Bye.